We are here today in predictably filthy weather at the Bruntingthorpe test track with this, the brand new Aston Martin Rapide, and the only car at the moment that can call itself a true rival, Porsche's Panamera Turbo. And what we thought we'd do was have a drag race between the two of them. But then we started to look at the numbers, and the Porsche has more power, it has more torque, it's got four-wheel drive, it's got a double-clutch gearbox, it's got launch control, and we realised that the Aston was going to get stuffed. So we did a bit of thinking, and we decided to still have a drag race, but we'd make life a little bit easier for the Aston by putting 4 people in the Porsche. Now, there are 4 large lads here, and between us we weigh about a third of a ton. And if that doesn't even the playing field up a little bit, I'm not quite sure what will. First up, Aston Rapide. There's only one of me in the car, which is perhaps just as well, because to be honest, there's not an awful lot of room in the back of this. But anyway, let's see what it does. We've got standard automatic gearbox. We've done a bit of testing, and we've discovered that the quickest way to get off the line is to leave all the tricks on, so we'll do that. And let's just see how close it can get to the Porsche. But without any kind of launch control and merely two-wheel drive, I think it's going to struggle. But let's give it a go. So in the end, the Aston Martin did 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds, 0 to 100 in 12.2 seconds, and 0 to 100 to 0 in 17.6 seconds, which is a pretty good result for a two-wheel drive car on a surface like this when it's damp. Good enough? Well, we better get in the Porsche and find out. So here we are, 4 of us in the Panamera, trying to do what only one of us did in the Aston Martin. Unlike in the Aston Martin, we can get 4 people in here in great comfort, and we have at our disposal 4-wheel drive, we have launch control, and we have a double clutch transmission. But there is another third of a ton's worth of people on board. So let's just see how we get on. So, what do we have here? We have 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds in the damp with 4 people on board, 0 to 100 in 10.6, and 0 to 100 to 0 in 15.8 seconds. Aston Martin, count yourself beaten. So it's the end of the day, it's getting dark, it's time to go home. What have we learned? Well, we knew before we got here that the Porsche would be faster than the Aston Martin, but we didn't realise by quite how much. Wet, dry, 1 up, 4 up, you name it, it's quicker. But we've also learned that the speed isn't everything. I mean, look at them. The Porsche is really rather ugly, and this is really rather beautiful. More importantly, even than that, we have discovered today, maybe surprisingly, that it's the Aston Martin which is a lot more fun to drive. It's also got that quality feel to it that you don't quite get in the Porsche.